Thank you for joining us for the 2009 mayoral debate between Elmer Knotson and our own Mayor Walters. Elmer Knotson, this next question is for you. Cynthia Clayton asks, as mayor, what would you do to clean up and bring order to Dickens Avenue?
Well, in answer to your question, Cynthia, the first thing I do when I become your mayor is, unlike the mayor that we have right now who does nothing, is to go ahead and make more police patrols on Dickens Avenue and start a neighborhood watch program.
In your healthcare plan, you include feeding little dogs to alligators. How do you explain that as being safe for Dickens Avenue?
All right, put up the polls. Do you think that story about the Spanish gold is true?
Yeah, definitely.
Really?
Oh, yeah, probably everyone in the town thinks so. I mean, when I used to live here, that's all they ever talked about was the legend of the Spanish gold.
You know, you really need to get married. Dinner tonight was awful.
Thanks. How bad was it?
Really bad.
No, with your hands.
Well, it looks like they're making some good points in the debate.
Look, I'm Elmer.
Look, I am myself.
I've got a plan. I'm gonna put more policemen on others. I'm the mailman.
Welcome to my new office.
Hey, I need to talk to you. I've been talking to 3 specialists, and they all told me that their gold is definitely in Polka Joe's house.
Wow, you're kidding. That's great, I guess.
No, I am not kidding. I am dead serious. That gold is worth millions. I don't know how it got there, but I know for sure that it's inside of Polka Joe's siding. Ha ha!
Yeah, hey, well, somebody should tell him.
Jared, I'm offering you a good job, and I just need you to back me up, okay? Don't be, be open-minded. Don't be overly moralistic, okay?
I don't get what you're saying.
All I'm asking you to do is back me up, okay? Just back me up, all right? Why don't you guys go into the meeting? I'll be in there in a second. Scoot.
Okay.
Not really at all. I mean, talking to you at this point right now. I don't know. I think the whole eye thing is deceiving, actually. But, I mean, what do you think about the whole bit of shaking his hands? I didn't even know that's really.
Morning, folks.
Good morning.
Thanks for coming at short notice. Did everybody meet my cousin here?
Wearing a funny soccer tie.
This is Jared. He's the newest member of our council here, and I'm sure he's going to be a very valuable member of this team. I'm confident in his ability to go forward and not backward. So I have some good news. Finally have enough money to buy that 10-acre park.
One day on the job.
Wow, that fundraising sure paid off.
Well, actually, we found a new source of income for the town. So the reason I called you guys together, and thanks for coming on such short notice, we have to decide, where this 10-acre park is going to be.
That's a very good idea. That's a good idea.
Yeah. Well, what I brought today is this is a poem from a very dear lady from this community, Anna White. She's 76, sweet as can be, grandmother. She has dogs and cats, even little kittens. She writes beautiful poetry, and this is her poem about Polka Joe. Who would like to hear it?
Me.
Polka Joe, why do you torment us so? With polka songs without no lyrics, why must you make the whole town hear it? I lie awake and tense at night, listening for that awful fright of polkas blasting through the town. To every face you bring a frown. Your singing makes my stomach turn. Your records, I want to come and burn. Then I want to rip off your lederhosen hat and burn it and make you watch.
Night and fright seems a little bit of a stretch for a rhyme idea, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, the reason I read this poem is just to point out that Polka Joe isn't exactly, favorite around town. And I don't want this to sound mean or anything, but do you guys know how much land his house sits on?
How much?
10 acres.
Would he sell it to us?
Oh, no, we've asked, and he said he wouldn't sell. It's been in his family for 4 generations. There's no moving him willingly.
Well, then why are we even bringing it up? I mean, you just told me.
Jared, you want to just give me a minute, okay? This is just one of the opinions of Polka Joe in town, and I've rarely heard anything good about him the entire time I've lived here. He's entirely obnoxious.
Saying you want to take his house from him?
Of course not. We're going to pay him more than twice the amount.
What about Polka Joe not wanting to sell?
Oh, it might sound a little mean, but we'll just take it by eminent domain. The Department of Transportation does that all the time. When you step back and think about it, he gets the money, and he gets to enjoy the park with everybody else. I think we're being generous.
That's not right. The gold is worth tons more than the house, and if you want to build a park, you could just find some other place. There are a lot of other places.
What are you talking about, Jared?
You just said that they had the old Spanish gold buried in the walls of that house.
Jared, that legend's as old as this town. That gold could be buried in my house for all I know.
That's not what you said.
Jared, let's just stick to the topic at hand, okay? What do you guys think?
I think that's a great place for the park.
Yeah, and I wouldn't mind getting rid of Polka Joe. I think he scares tourists.
All right, well, let's vote. All in favor of building on the proposed land, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
You know that there could be gold in those walls. And if there is, that would make him rich. And it would be rightfully his.
Jared, we're voting now. Stop being ridiculous. Even if there was gold in that house, wouldn't it be better for the whole town to benefit than for one man that nobody even likes that much? What's your vote?
I vote nay. It's wrong.
And there's nothing changing your mind?
No.
Then I don't think you're the right man for the job. We need a team player.
Well, if that's what's expected of me, I don't think I am either. Come on, Nick.
All right, good decision. Let's get started.
If I could try to lie to all the people and bring them to a steeple and put on a show,
I'll be by the pond.
then I would die of beautiful cathedrals. No substance for the people, I'd be empty inside. And if you were me, you'd leave it all alone. You'd go back to your home and kiss the world goodnight. But I got to try to set a good example and leave them all a sample of what it is to be alive.
Well, that was a letdown, wasn't it? Huge. I can't believe it happened. Well, when I used to live here, I worked for a company that liked me, so I guess I'll just try and get up with them again. till I can find something better. Or just get your job back with the mayor. What? What do you mean? I mean, it took a lot of time and money to get down here. Like 12 hours. And you just quit. Yeah, I know. I mean, that stinks. Yeah, but you know if you just pay that guy for his land and take it, then no one will care. A whole lot of people would like you more than they do now. You're right. I mean, I could just do what they want me to do and vote the way they want me to vote and keep my job. But you know, I still and they still have to answer to God. You know that. And you know, I could just every morning you have a choice. Every morning you wake up, you have a choice, and God's going one way and the world's going another. And sometimes the world, you're gonna look a little stupid going God's way. But to go with God and to find favor with Him and to have your Heavenly Father tell you that you do well, that you did it right. I mean, that is so much better than anything that man could ever give you. And it's so much better than man's empty praise, you know. And in the end, your reward is with God. And you just gotta trust Him on that. Now, you can't catch fish with rocks now, can you? I'm gonna go to bed.
Hey, this is the Jordan Michael Tuesday Show, and you're watching 10 Acre Park as we get ready to launch Season 3 of the Jordan Michael Tuesday Show. Tell us what you think, tell us what your favorite parts were, the funniest parts, and what you think the conclusion's gonna be. Also, I just want to let you know that there is a vlog called The Bus Life. And it's a family that lives in a bus, and they're a Christian family, and they minister at different places that they go, and they also have these cool things where they invite their followers to have meetups, like go to a Cracker Barrel or whatever it is, and just have coffee with them and stuff. So check out The Bus Life if you get a chance. Tell them we sent you.